so I'm just gonna say it. I think volume is probably one of the most important concepts in music. Not just balancing your volume levels with all of your tracks, but having volume changes. Talk about probably the most boringest thing ooh, grammar, ugh, words again. They're hard sometimes. Volume is so important because we can have these very loud climactic moments, or we can have these very soft, intimate times. And volume is really what sets the mood. If you really want to be in your face, aggressive, you obviously crank up that volume and make it really loud. And if you want the listener to really kind of lean in and really be attentive, then maybe you want to do something a little more quiet and calming. I mean, think about the way that we speak. We talk in very ups and downs in these loud and soft moments, and that's what creates interest in listening to someone speak. I mean, hardly anyone just sits there and just talks in a monotone voice, right? You know, I did have this teacher back in college that talked in a very monotone voice, and it was just the most awful, like, hour and a half of my life every single week. She would just talk in this very soothing kind of voice, and mind you, it was 9 o'clock in the morning after a very long weekend of gigging, and she would just talk about music history. It was a project trying to stay awake every single week, just listening to her talk about Gregorian chant like this. I mean, we definitely do not want our music to be in a monotone way. We want to have ups and downs and moments. So the best way that we can do that is to do automation. Maybe halfway through your song, you want the guitar part to all of a sudden just kind of fade away and leave just like this piano part. Or maybe you want the vocals to instantly pop really loud in your face. So automation is a great tool to have your music be more exciting. Automation is so easy that we can learn this really fast. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock right now. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Went a little too crazy there. Let's get to it. If you listen to the beginning here, you'll notice that there are really 4 sounds: a bass, drum, and 2 guitar parts. That sounds fine right now. However, in the next section here, I have these 2 lead guitar parts. Let me go ahead and solo them so you can hear them first. I love it, sounds great. However, it doesn't quite pop in the mix when the other sounds are playing. The original guitar sound is sort of still battling for the leader. There's no clear distinctive which sound is the most important sound because they're both kind of at the same volume. So I can't just lower this track because then it's not as loud in the beginning. It's not going to feel that this is the important sound because it'll be too soft in the beginning. So we need to make sure that we can automate the volume. Let me show you how to do this. At the top, you'll see this kind of weird 2 dots and line kind of thing right here. This is called the show and hide automation. If I click on it, then this portion now pops up. These white lines are the volume level. This is basically telling you how loud your volume is. By simply clicking on the white line, you create a automation dot or starting dot. And now, if I click it another dot, I can now change the automating volume. You can see that now. You can see now that from this dot to this dot, our volume is going to significantly get less, not as loud, and that's going to make room for these 2 sounds. Let's go ahead and listen now and see if you can hear the volume differences. That's not too bad, but you know what? It kind of takes a long time for that volume to get down there. So let's move this line over more, so now it's a big jump right away. Let's listen to it again. And now it's a clear, distinctive difference between which sound is the lead sound, which one's the prominent one. When these guitar solos come in, this is obviously your ears are telling you this is the most important sound because it's the loudest. This sound has gotten out of the way. That's the beauty about automating volume, is you get those different volume levels because not all sounds are created equal. I say that a lot. We want to have different volumes in our mix to make it more interesting, and that way it doesn't sound stale. I mean, talk about the most boring song ever of having your start point, end point, and it's always the same volume. Usually, when most of your most memorable songs have different volume changes. They have big climactic loud points, and they have very soft and calm sounds. And automation is how we do that. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Take care. Bye.